This video is about how to use the web dashboard and to present it. As mentioned, you need to log in first. Once you're logged in, this will be the main dashboard. You have here the account statistics, three buttons for shortcuts for your events. Here to create, manage, and the pending events one. Here is the button for the test flight that you can actually press. It will redirect you to the test flight Apple, and then that's where you will download if you want. But in time, this will actually change to the normal button for the App Store. This is the latest event that has been created. You have here the total photos. This is to the shortcut to edit your event. This is to the slideshow. And here how many photos have been uploaded. And as is the new starter example, there is nothing yet. Here, if you have one iPad, this is the name that is displayed on the iPad. This is the passcode, and this is actually to remember if you change. This is where you will find it very quickly. And this is the last activity where it has been seen from our server point of view. You also have here a link if you want to straight away manage your device. So you can change here the passcode. You can deactivate your device if you have several, and you can change the name. But I'll come back on this one later. On the left side, you have the menu to be able to go on the other pages, such like the events, the devices, the profile, where you can change your profile info, you change your password, the documentation, and the templates. Let's go on the easy one, is to change the profile. So here you have your full name, here the company, Photo Booth Emporium for instance, and this is the address for your invoice, and you can update your profile. So let's go on the documentation and templates. You will find here the vocabulary that we are actually using. We put it there, so if you have an issue, and for us to identify faster with you, it's better for us to know which one would be your issue. So we encourage you really to come and have a look here. For the templates part, it's basically to help you from the beginning, and then you can change your files to up to you. PSD template, it's mainly a simple file that has the good dimensions straight away. So when you upload to our website, you are sure that what is going to be printed in the final mosaic is actually what we recommended you. For the grid, right now there is only one. In the future there are others that are coming, but you can download it, and that's the one that is going to be printed, and this is where you will stick your 6x6 media. The events, well, that's the main part that you are going to use. The active ones, in this case, because we just created the account, you have the starter example beach. It's a custom paper, and it can be digital. I'll come back on that right after when I will show you how to create your event. And this is the landscape. It tells you here how many columns and how many rows that is, the total photo, which is 70, and for average, we estimated that it takes 1 photo per minute. So to give you a hint of how big your mosaic should be regarding the event, if you have a 3 hours event, then you're good to go for a 70 tiles mosaic. Here is a real time, if you are connected to the internet, how many pictures have been uploaded and how many are remaining. This is a quick shortcut if you want to go for the slideshow, or if you need to copy and paste the link. This is the last update, and it tells you when it's going to be deleted. This is a preview of your original photo. In the pending part, you have the same kind of information, but a little bit less because it has not been activated yet. And in the archives, because there is nothing yet, this is where you will find all your completed mosaic. Let's go and see the starter example beach. Here you have the name. This is going to be shown on the iOS app. So if you want to change it, you can. At the moment, we haven't started anything. This is why you have no information here at the moment. How many are remaining to upload? The total file size is uploaded for that event. And this is a QR code link that you can scan, and it will redirect you straight away to the slideshow. For the photo preview information, it's still the same number. The total photo, total of columns, the total of rows, your original file size, the file size at the beginning, and the file size is, if it has been redimensioned, then you would know. And that's a feature that is included, but because the event has already been created, you haven't seen it yet. And this is the preview of your original picture. Regarding the empties activity, it's all the uploaded empties that our server had required. And you will see in a video regarding the iOS app, when you have the switch that you can activate, if you're connected to internet, it will show you which style has been uploaded and which style is remaining. This last part is where you upload the merge styles only if you didn't use the switch to upload straight to our server. Let's create a sample of 9 tiles. You only need to click here. It will disappear as long as you have here. This would be very useful if you have a test to do. In this case, all the information have been auto-created also. You can find, and it's a 9 tiles, so 3 columns and 3 rows. You click here on to create an event. It's a step-by-step process. You select your original photo. According to the printing paper, if you want to do printings, you need to choose which one you want to have. Then you select the size of the squares, and I'll come back on that right after. From there, it automatically filled the name that you can actually rename, but just in case you forgot. So once again, from top to bottom, if you want to do printing paper, you can choose which one you want. In our case today, and for the moment, we only have a DLP 6x8S media set, and this is the one that I'm going to use. In which case, here it will adjust to what kind of grid we have available. If you select another kind of grid with this kind of paper, it will tell you here that there is no grid available and you need to choose another one. So let's go back to the 70 tiles and click create. Now your event is in the tab pending. If for instance you uploaded the wrong photo, you can delete it and redo if necessary. In this case, we will click here to pay and activate. Now that you paid it, you come back on the event as you saw before on the sample. And from there, you can go now to the iPad and refresh your event list.